Hi, I'm Larry Richardson, your step-by-step chef. In this episode, we're going to make a garlic lover's dish. Now, I don't know about you, but I am a garlic lover, sometimes to my own detriment. You are going to love this garlic chicken that we're going to make in this episode. It's a very simple recipe, and it's really garlicky. So if you can stand the garlic, come on, let's cook. And here are the ingredients for our garlic lover's chicken. I have 1.25 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken. Now, I really do like to use the boneless, skinless chicken with this dish because the garlic and the butter can get nice and mixed down in there. If you use a chicken that has skin on it, put some of the garlic and butter mix underneath. That way the chicken itself will get plenty of this delicious flavor. The other thing we're going to use is a teaspoon of salt. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of butter and 5 cloves of garlic. And let me show you how to put all this together. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is just spray my glass pan with some of this non-stick spray, which works quite well. And even though we're using butter, it just kind of keeps the sticking down. And I have rinsed off the chicken, patted it dry. We're just going to put it in this glass dish. And you notice I'm leaving a little bit of space on the side, and that's because I'm also, in another episode, going to make some herbed chicken, and that will go on this side. So don't freak out when you see this. But that recipe will also be on stepbystepchef.com. And now we have our butter. I'm just adding our teaspoon of salt. That's good. And then I'm going to use this crusher to crush our garlic into the butter. Now, if you don't have one of these crushers, just really finely mince the garlic, and that should be just fine. But these crushers do release an awful lot of the garlicky flavor, the essence, into this dish. And oh man, I just love garlic. I could practically take this garlic that I'm squeezing right now, melt this butter, and throw it on some popcorn. But others in the house might not appreciate that. So I'm just going to put it on the chicken as planned. Now I am going to microwave this little dish. And when you microwave butter, be careful. Make sure you put paper on top of it and only put it on for about 15 seconds at a time for 2 reasons. First, it does splatter, so you want to cover this over with a paper towel. And second of all, if you leave it in too much longer than maybe a half a minute, the butter will just start to evaporate. So I'll be right back. And another option is, if you don't have a microwave, is just to warm it up on the stove in a little pan, and that'll be just fine. And here we are, 23.2 seconds later. There's our melted butter and garlic. And then we just take it, stir it up a little, and then just spoon it equally onto the chicken breasts. Wow. And try to cover the skin with some of the butter because it'll keep it nice and moist. And I have my oven preheating at 325. I have the rack on the center level. And I'll put this in. It takes about 35 to 45 minutes, depending on the thickness of the fillets. But absolutely make sure that the boneless, skinless chicken breasts, make absolutely certain that they are fully defrosted if you're using frozen. Do not try to cook frozen chicken this way, because the core of the chicken will still be raw. So I'm going to now cut this and put this in the stove. But the next thing I have to do in reality is prepare the herb chicken that I'm making in the other episode. So congratulations, look at what you just made. You just made this absolutely delicious garlic lover's chicken, and it was really easy to make too. Now, if you like this dish, please visit my website, stepbystepchef.com. There you're going to find a printable version of this recipe, and you're also going to find printable versions of recipes for well over 100 delicious dishes. You're also going to find free video links there too. And while you're there, make sure to check out the book, Cooking with the Step-by-Step Chef. This has my 114 first recipes in it, and every one of these recipes comes with a free video link, where you're going to basically stand next to me and learn how to cook all kinds of delicious dishes. I think you'll like it. I think your friends will like it. And I think your relatives will like it too. So please check this out. My name's Larry Richardson. I am your step-by-step chef, and I'll see you in the next episode.